Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. My name's Christine. Today I thought it would be fun to do some living room decoration. I still have a lot of things I need to finish, but it's always fun to watch the progress along the way. So if you're new here today, thank you so much for joining me. Please hit that like button, it sure does help my channel. But first things first, I thought you would enjoy seeing these guys who came by to visit tonight. I love when they come for a visit, especially when they bring the whole family. They are absolutely amazing. So hopefully you'll enjoy a few seconds of them and then we'll jump right in. Okay, I'm definitely making some progress in the living room. It is taking me longer than I thought. Not intentionally, but I do have so many kids' activities, which is my priority, other responsibilities, my volunteering. So I told myself just to enjoy the decoration process and not feel rushed. And so I thought I would show you a few things that I've started with in case it gives you some ideas and inspiration for your own home. I've changed my mind several times and I'll definitely change it again, but that's half the joy of decoration. But I finally found this beautiful rug. I love the faded muted colors. I think they are beautiful. It's got a really pretty pattern on it. And I always have trouble finding rugs. It's a little bit on the thinner side that I like. But I got a great deal, and again, I think the patterns are so pretty and the colors are beautiful. I'll link it down below in case anyone's interested. This size is a 12 by 18, but they had all different types of sizes and the prices were great. And let me back up a bit. If you've been here before, you know that we moved. And I wish so badly I would have taken pictures of the whole process. It would be so fun to go back and see the before and after. It was only when our friends and family had asked from out of state what we've been up to that I even started taking time to video, and then I started this channel. But I wish I would have taken more videos back then. So take pictures, people. I've got a couple pictures. You can see we didn't have any tile on the fireplace or mantle when we were moving in. In fact, I brought the bare minimum from the house that we sold. They wanted most of the furniture included in the sale of the house, but I kept a couple investment pieces that were non-negotiable, and I definitely wanted to keep them. So for instance, I kept these two couches that I purchased in California from this awesome furniture store on La Brea. I can't remember the name of it, but I'll look it up the next time I go down in case anyone wants to know. But I kept them because they were a pricey little investment. You can't tell on camera, but they are a good size. They're the size of a twin size mattress is what the guy said. They're handmade, they're wrapped with goose down feathers, so comfy, cozy. You feel like you're sinking into a cloud. They're so soft and plush. So I definitely wanted to hang on to these for a few more years. I was worried about the white, but they're slip covers so you can take them off and wash them at any time. So I placed these on opposite sides of the room to start. And then the next pieces I kept were these two leather chairs from Restoration Hardware. And the more use they get, the more beautiful that leather gets. And they definitely get used and abused by the kids and the animals. You can see the animals have had quite the time with these leather chairs, but I love it. And so I love the white couches against this dark leather, and I think they look awesome together. And so those were the only pieces thus far that I have kept. So I really had a blank slate to thrift and furniture flip and just have some fun. I will show you a couple others I think here in a minute that I kept, but now let's talk about some fun, inexpensive decoration ideas. I love a good thrifty decor idea, and I've got these glass doors. In the summer, you can open them. They all slide to one side. It will be so fun, but I wanted to frame them out, so I did the IKEA DRAPE hack. And if you haven't heard of this before, it's such an inexpensive, great idea. I've used it for years and I've always loved it. But essentially, IKEA has this particular drape called the RITVA, and it comes with 2 panels per package, and then you purchase these pleater hooks off Amazon, and I'll link everything below in case anyone's interested. But the reason this became so popular is because the fabric on this drape is a really beautiful texture. It has a linen-like appearance, and it comes in a couple different sizes. I think a couple different colors. I've always used this creamy white, so to be honest, I don't know what other colors it comes in. But at the top of this drape, it already has the pleater panels sewn in. So you can see section 1, 2, 3, 4, so on and so forth, just to give you an idea. And so you take your pleater hook and you want to purchase the one that has 4 little hooks on it. You skip this first little area. I'll show you what to do with that in a minute. But then you stick the pleater hook in the first prong. And then you're going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And on the 5th one, you put your second pleater hook. And you can see we're going to do these 2 rows above as well. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You put it in again on the 5th one. And then again 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you put it in the 5th and last one of that section. And once you've got it in the beginning row, you're just going to feed it in the corresponding 2 rows above. It's kind of tricky. You kind of have to turn and twist it, but once you've done a few of these, it becomes super easy. I think it looks harder on this camera, to be honest. But essentially, you're just building these beautiful pleats on each of the drapes that make these look custom for a lot less. And then you can see there's row 1, there's row 2, there's row 3, and they've all been fed through the 5th one. You flip it over, you tuck them a little bit, and you can see there are those beautiful pleats starting to happen. And you always want to skip the section in between. So 1, skip a section, 2, skip a section. So when you flip it over, you want to skip a section and then start on the next one. So on and so forth until you get to the end. And then at the end, you put the single hook that they include in the package just in the end. And then you grab your hoops to hang it with, and again, you've got these beautiful pleated, luxurious custom look drapes for a lot less. And honestly, when you have the drape in front of you, it's a lot easier to see. It's kind of hard to film this while looking through the camera, but it's honestly super easy to do. Just remember to do every other section. And then I was a little bit nervous because they do come in a couple sizes, but my doors are 10 feet tall, and the largest size they have is 108 inches. I knew I wanted to hang them above the door, and then I also wanted them to skim the floor so that they really do look elegant and plush. But I was a little nervous at 108 inches. They'd be too short, or I wouldn't be able to hang them high enough. But what I did was I sprayed them with water, not drenched, but a lot of water, and ironed them on a warm heat, and they stretched out a little bit. So the combination of the heat, water, stretched, and then the hooks gave them a little length as well. And all this gave enough length so that they do still skim the floor perfectly. And then the only downside for these doors is they come 57 inches wide, which is normal for windows I've done in the past, just one panel. But for these so many doors, I wanted to have a little bit thicker look on the side. So I bought 2 packages to begin with, which is 4 panels. So 2 panels on each side. And I still didn't feel like they were thick enough to give that luxury feeling. So I ended up buying 6 panels, 3 packages, 3 on each side, and it gave this really full, thick appearance to them. And then after I hang them, I do tape them for a day or 2 to shape those pleats the way I want them. And I think they look so beautiful. They're only used for decor for me. I won't be opening and shutting them, but I love how they frame out these doors. And there's a better view right there, and I love them. Oh, and hang on, there's an even better view coming at you. Good morning. And then moving on, the armoire to the right is an investment piece, another one I brought with me, and I will keep it forever. It's this Gothic armoire, and it is so fun. And I just put it on the outside of the living room. It's actually as you enter in a hallway to some bedrooms, and I love it. And then the thrifter in me bought this beautiful hutch and flipped it, painted it, sanded it, distressed it. I love how it turned out. I loved it so much that I bought 2 of them. And they are my version of built-in bookcases. If you've been here before, I did a whole video on it called Twinning is Winning or something like that. But I love these so much. They're not identical twins. They could be considered fraternal twins because there are some slight differences. But I made sure that the height of the shelving is perfect on each side so that they do have some symmetry to them. And I actually love that they're slightly different yet so similar. I have not styled these yet. This is something I still need to do. I threw thrifted items in there. Some of them I'll keep, some of them I won't. But that's for another video, to style those bookcases with some awesome things that I've got. But for now, I love this version of a bookcase on each side of the fireplace. And then you can see the tile. I finished that on the fireplace. I wish I would have videotaped that, but I found this beautiful tile at Floor & Decor. Super easy, and I love it so much. It's got those blue and gray colors that I think are so pretty. And then I had the mantle built and installed. And actually, I think I want to change this. I think I want to go with a traditional mantle with the legs down the side, maybe something a little more chunky and thick. I'm not sure. That will be something that I might change my mind on. Who knows? And then over on this side, again, at the back of the couch, I found this buffet on Facebook Marketplace. I got it for a screaming deal. I think it was like $50. I can't remember, maybe $100. But this summer, am going to sand it down so that it matches this raw wood of the bowl. I love that. And so I have to wait till the weather gets a little bit warmer, but I think it's going to look so beautiful. By the way, I got the twin hutches on Facebook Marketplace as well. Always a great place to find awesome furniture pieces. And then a few of my favorite flea market and thrift purchases, this bowl. I love it. I got it at the flea market, those Japanese fishing bulbs. I want more of them. I wish I only bought 3. Can you believe it? I think they're so unique and they look so beautiful in the light. I also got this old antique box. I love this. I just love the chunky handles on the side. I love the raw wood. It's just unique and interesting. I put a few plants and candles in there and I love that. So just a few. I'm not going to show you all the decorations. I'll just show you some of my favorites. I do love this vase as well. I threw in some eucalyptus from Michael's. I think it's really pretty. And then, holy smokes, a little thing but a big thing. This book is one of my all-time favorites. I found it at the thrift store. It is full of just these gorgeous pictures of horses. I love this. I look at this all the time. I'll show you some of the pictures here. They are absolutely stunning. I've thought about perhaps framing them, but I love to look through this book. I can't even remember. I think I paid like $4 for it, but what a great little treasure. Here's a few more just because I love it so much. Oh, look at this one. Are you kidding me? That is so beautiful. I really do love and treasure this book. And some more animals. And there's a cute one of some dog paws with some horse hoofs. Again, I love this book so much. I could stare at it all day. What a great little treasure. I'm a big fan of stools everywhere because I feel like when family and friends come over and the little tykes can grab a stool, pull up to the conversation and have a place of their own, I think is so awesome. So I found a few of those. This one you may remember, I did a thrift flip and I think that cow print is unexpected. I love it. This little cutie. And then this one I actually got on Facebook Marketplace. I love all the details on the side. I still need to reupholster this one. I purchased this fabric on Etsy. I love the houndstooth. It's just bright and sunny. So I still need to reupholster that. But I love lots of little stools everywhere. Next, a great inexpensive idea for pillows, and I've talked about this a ton before. So the short version is you can always purchase pillows at Home Goods, but they can get kind of pricey. And I am someone who likes a lot of cushy, fluffy pillows everywhere. So when you hop up on the couch or the chair, you've got something cozy to snuggle up with. So I originally found this grain sack fabric at a high-end boutique store. So expensive. So I found the exact fabric online for a great price. I'll link it below. And so I sewed a bunch of different pillows. I put the zippers on the bottom so they still have a polished look. And then I found the inserts at the thrift store. Now you have to kind of be patient because you want the down feather ones, and they don't always have those, and they're not always in good condition. But I always check for feather pillows at the thrift store. Most of the time, I have found them brand new for a great price, a couple different grain sack fabrics to stuff them, and then I'm in love. I found this grain sack at the Rose Bowl Flea Market, and a little more pricey, but the actual grain sack, it's very long. You could make a lumbar pillow out of it if you wanted, but I just cut this in half, added a zipper, and then I made 2 pillows out of it, and it just has a different size and style to it. And then I bought these cute little plaid pillow covers for very inexpensive at IKEA, and then you buy the down inserts there for inexpensive. These are a smaller size, and then you have a ton of comfy, yummy pillows. I also got the navy velvet ones at IKEA. And then this coffee table is one of my favorite furniture flips. I bought it when we first moved in from Facebook Marketplace. It was this dark espresso color, but I loved how big it was, chunky. It fit the scale of the room. And so with some easy off, sandpaper, and a lot of elbow grease, I love this natural tone of wood. I think it is so stunning, and it's definitely one of my favorites. And then a few more good old thrift decoration ideas. I got this old weathered wood tray. I love the patina on that. I think it is so pretty. I put a bunch of candles on that, And then this holds special meaning to me. A relative that is currently battling cancer gave this to me, and I think it is so precious. I love those gorgeous colors. It's heart-shaped. I am so proud of her. She is going to beat this, and I will always display this somehow, just as a reminder that life is precious. And then I got this round wood tray. It was dark originally. I sanded it down to the raw wood. These oversized books. I love the colors, blue and gray. And they also have beautiful images and pictures inside. And then I got these cute little shoe molds. I see these all the time at the thrift store. These happen to be little toddler size, which I think are so cute. And then a classic white vase with just some greenery from Michael's. So some fun flea market thrifted decor items. I'll show you just a couple more of my favorites in case it gives you ideas. But first, I'm making some progress on the 2 gallery walls. So hopefully you'll come back and join me for that little sneak peek. And then second, I'm on the hunt for some thrifted, beautiful books. Kind of like this. This is William Shakespeare. It's all his plays compiled. It's just interesting, and it's got a beautiful patina on the spine. So I can finally decorate these twin hutches. And then also these ones that I had found, this beautiful green with the gold lettering on it. So looking for books that I would read that have a vintage look to them. I would definitely read these. I just realized they're all animals. But also when you take the sleeve off, the spine has a beautiful appearance and are just interesting. So I'll be styling those soon. So hopefully you'll come back. But now a couple more of my favorite items. This metal basket that I got at the flea market. Just fun to put extra pillows and blankets in. You can always find big baskets at the thrift store for pillows and blankets. And then probably my all-time favorite, I say that a lot, but these rocking horses. No surprise, it's horses. But I love these little weathered guys. They were pretty beat up when I found them. And then this big weathered country clock that I just did the oven cleaner on recently. So now that you've seen the progress thus far, let's take a final look. Comment below what is your favorite. Give me ideas, all that good stuff. Okay, so that is it for now. Thank you so much for spending a little bit of your day with me today. I greatly appreciate it. Please give me a big old thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. It sure does help my channel. and I hope the rest of your day is absolutely awesome. See you soon.